Thank you for tuning into this video. And today we're going to talk about connecting your sources and suppliers into FlexPoint. So I'm going to navigate over here to the left-hand tab and go to sources. This is where we're going to integrate and connect in my fulfillment side of the business. So we're going to connect in all of my different suppliers that I'm working with, my 3PLs, my warehouse systems, anything that I need to hook into FlexPoint to bring in product data, inventory, send over purchase orders, get back shipment tracking, and everything in regard to that workflow of connecting to your fulfillment. So as you can see here, we have a handful of different suppliers hooked into this demo account. A lot of them are dropship suppliers that we are leveraging the pre-built integrations with inventory source here. However, if we want to integrate any other supplier or data source, we can leverage our no-code mapping tool to integrate those specific sources into FlexPoint. As you can see here, there's a bunch of different operations and ways to integrate those sources. Up here in the top section, you can see get inventory or get source products, send over purchase orders, get back shipment tracking, same things with get invoices, PO acknowledgements, inventory, and even accounting purchase orders as well. We're going to mainly focus here on these first three as they are the most important. For a lot of these sources, again, we could leverage inventory source integration, but a really common one is a CSV file, an XLSX file, a text file, any type of file that we can plug in, whether that be through a manual file upload, an FTP, an HTTP link, or even a Dropbox or an email. I'll go through and talk about connecting those. We also have a handful of pre-built integrations with third-party softwares as well. Maybe you're leveraging 3PL systems, maybe you're leveraging your own warehouse, your own order management system, maybe you're leveraging just rich content from yourself or another third party. So let's go ahead and jump into one of these sources. I'm going to jump into this top one here. All right, so for this supplier, we are going to set up the integration here. I'm going to go ahead and go to get inventory, and I'm going to edit this specific integration to show you the different types of way we can connect. Again, this is a file integration, and as I view this connection type, I can either do a manual file upload, an HTTP link, a FTP, or even an email for setting up this integration for this supplier. I'm going to save and proceed and go into my settings sections. This is where we set up more admin stuff, such as is this a CSV file or a text file? Certain files have headers, certain ones do not. A bunch of different things that we can connect to make sure that this connection is properly set up. Whenever I save and proceed, we're going to define a mapping template for this integration. Now, what's great about this mapping template is you're able to be a lot more hands-on with what data we're pulling from with this supplier source and what specific data point I need to push that to in FlexPoint. So specifically, parent SKU is in FlexPoint. In that file, it might be ID or name or some completely different naming convention. Maybe it doesn't even have a header. And we need to figure out a way of how to bring that data into FlexPoint. That's where these mapping templates come into play. You need to be very hands-on with what data point do I want to push to the specific data point in FlexPoint. Once we generate that mapping template and we assign that to this integration, I can then toggle on this integration and specify what I want to do whenever we end up syncing with this specific integration. So I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to say every day at a specific time. Maybe I'm going to do it weekdays only, weekends only, a specific time. Maybe I want to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Again, every hour, every 30 minutes, every 5 minutes, or again, specifying at a specific time. Whole bunch of different ways you can be hands-on with setting up these integrations. This goes hand in hand with not just bringing in product data and inventory, but sending over purchase orders, getting back shipment tracking. Again, you can set up all of these integrations here on the sources section. Depends on all the different ways that you connect to that third-party system. If we need to integrate to, say, an API or XML files, maybe EDI for certain sources that are not pre-built, we have a full dev staff here that can scope out custom integrations for you. And once we run these integrations, which you can see, you can either run them manually here, set up that schedule, even view the logs of the run job. I'm going to head to the product section. And all of these products will then populate into this source inventory section. Now, this is the product section where we will push products from source inventory to the catalog to the channels into our channel listings. What's really neat is you can then sort off of your different sources, your different statuses of these products, as well as save filters. You can actually create as many save filters as you like. You can manage those save filters here, and you can actually add in new filters and filter off of a lot of data points. So again, this is really just showing this sources connection and how we can integrate your supplier sources, your data sources, your warehouse systems very easily without a developer into FlexPoint and start moving products over to your sales channels.